Okay. Don't check that. Okay. So what I made here is a battery block. However, I wanted to use batteries to turn into two parallel and then put those in series. So these will be parallel, kind of like this, okay? And then these are connected. So these are LiPo batteries. They're 3.7 volt at 2250 milliamps. Okay, so basically when I put these together, when I put them in series, I'll get 7.4 volts. Then I'll take those two sets of series and put them together, and then I'll end up doubling the milliamps, so I'll end up with 4,500 milliamps altogether. Okay. Well, I looked online. There was nothing around that I can see, so I decided to make my own and print them. Okay. So this will be up on Thingiverse. Now these, you print two of these, the holders or the ends. Okay, I label positive, negative, so there's little notch here. This is really for when I mount this in here. However, on the other side there won't be any, but those notches need to go in the same direction so that positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative will be on there. Okay. I have, these are from an old Meccano set or Erector set. Depends on I think in Canada we call them Meccano sets, and in the States are Erector sets. So I tried to make them to fit that. These are, they fit on here pretty good with some spacing. So they're lined up fairly well inside here. Okay. On the other side, there's two pieces, so they'll be put in here like here, and there'll be a gap in there. Okay, so that gap stops them from connecting, and then you'll put a positive and negative lead on this end. Okay, so let's start with putting these in. We'll put this over here. Okay, these are lids, and I'll show you those in a minute. Okay, so we start with putting that in there. And I'm using, these are M4x8 screws, and no, it's not the easiest thing to get in here, but hopefully I can get them to work in here. And I know it's not the best, but so when these come out, the little heads in here, and I know they're hard to see inside here, and I don't have these perfectly lined up. I'm out about a 0.5 millimeter on here, which let's see, I've got a little bit of extra filament in there. Now I printed these myself. These are printed with PETG, so it's a little stronger. I probably could have got away with PLA, but I had some leftover PETG, so. Now these ones can go on fairly tight because I don't need to put things underneath. And I don't want to over tighten them to the point where I bust some of the plastic on the other end. So and one more for here. Now inside, tighten this last one up a little bit more. Okay, so I don't know if you can see inside there. Each screw head is designed, that's what's going to be on here. There's no spring or nothing in here, so when I put these two pieces together with them in the batteries in there, I'm going to zip tie them together. Okay, and the reason for that is just I got well, not zip tie, Velcro. I got some Velcro ties, and so this way it'll be easy to change them. And I want to use the Velcro that's gonna hold this on also to where I want to mount this on my robot. Okay, I put little grooves in here, and that's gonna hold the Velcro strips so that when I put the lids on, it won't be in the way. Now these lids I made out of flexible plastic. This is TPU plastic, so you can see they're very flexible, and I did that so that it fits on, snug fit, and it should stay on. Okay, so this set here, you can see the screws coming through, and I recessed them. I think they're recessed enough that if you set them like that on metal, they shouldn't short out, but just in case, I'm going to put this on here. Now this is the one set lid without the notches, because this is going to be straight through. The batteries will not have any wires added to here. Okay, so that's on here. Okay, this one here now, once I do the second one, you'll notice there's 2 notches in here. Well, like I said, these notches are for when I mount the wires, and these wires will come out. Okay, so that'll make sense in a second. So what I'm going to do now is put these in here and mount this in there. And I'm hoping this works. I've never really tested it to see that if the batteries will work. Hopefully they don't short out. You just got to be really careful with polarity when you put the polarity on there, that you don't cross them. That's why if you look on here, I printed those on, and then I used a Sharpie to get it off. So now this is the negative, so I'm going to put this wire in here. Come on. Okay, and tighten that up there. That should hold right on there nice and tight. Whoops, I almost stripped it, but anyway. Okay, and then here. That. Oops, come on. I had one of them here that almost like the plastic warped on it. There we go. So, and then this last one here. Come on. Okay, and then we put this last screw on here. Okay, so then we're going to put this positive wire on here. Okay. And then we tighten that. Okay. Okay, oops. And finally we tighten that one. Okay, so if you notice in here now, we have a split in there, so these are not connected. Okay, and if you notice that the wires positive, these will be the 2 positive batteries. So once we put this together, and as long as and you're going to have your lids off when you put these together, as long as the notches are in the same direction, they shall work. When this is all put together, we realistically should get 7.4 volts. Okay, I'm just going to go grab my multimeter here. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can read that there or not. Okay, let's close this so we can move these screws out of the way here. Okay. So each battery, now they're going to be slightly different, but because two of them are slightly used. Okay, so I'm getting 5.34 out of that one. Well, 5.39, and anyone that's used lithium batteries or any batteries, they know that the voltage are off. So 5.61, and this should be 5.6 as well. 5.63. Okay, so these two were used playing around with my robot for a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is make sure that I have the negative and the negative in, and then I'm going to flip these and positive and positive. Now you probably should use the same size of batteries. Like these are 2250 milliamps. I would not recommend putting a 4000 set and then a 1000 set of batteries in there, just because the different milliamps probably won't be that good. Okay, so I'm going to try to stand this up here a little bit so that we can get that on here. Okay, now once I get the tie wraps on here, that should hold that tight together. So just for right now, I'm just going to wrap a little black tape around here just to hold it. We want some bit of snugness on here to make sure that, you know, there's full contact. Okay, at this point there should be, well, based on that, it should be probably close to 10 bolts in here. So let's just see what we got here. 11. Okay, because I had 5.6 and 5.4, I guess, so that would make 11. Okay, now it's hard to tell measuring the amperages of this, but and hopefully when I put the tie wraps on, it's not so movable. I may look at doing some other slightly different design in here. I just, because you know, that's too much. Or maybe I got to make the holes a little snugger in there. I'm not sure. Okay. Now the lids, obviously this lid won't fit on the top, so it's designed to go at the bottom. And then this lid here with the notches is designed to fit and the notches. So there we go. There's the lids in there. There is no metal or contacts exposed whatsoever. And then this can be mounted onto my robot. And now I'll have twice the milliamps. Okay, just because I increased my servo motors on the robot to the full size instead of the little ones. I wanted that extra power so that I can run it for longer. So yeah, so that's my, I don't even know what I call it. It's actually the LiPo parallel serial battery box. These LiPo batteries are the 18650 models. So yeah, so that's it. Okay.